Good morning, everybody. What's going on? We are back, and I hope everyone has been doing good since the last video. Hope anyone out there, hope everyone that's been watching, everyone that's subscribed, hope you guys are all, joining on this journey, getting the wheels in motion to whatever it is you want to do in life. I hope you guys are making it happen. This morning, I want to talk about something that I think is really important and something that I think a lot of people overlook it. And that is, stuff's not going to happen overnight. Nothing's going to change overnight. Whatever it is you want in life, on whatever level it's on, whatever aspect of life it's in, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. There's not just going to be a magic pill you take and you're going to wake up and be where you want to be. There's no magic switch to flip to get to where you want to be. If you ask anybody out there who, has made it to where they want to be or is, successful in their own aspect of life with whatever it might be, if you ask those people, they're going to tell you, what it took them to get there, the countless hours that it took of, being consistent, trying to be consistent, putting in work every single day to get to where they want to be, to, fulfill that vision that you have for yourself, whatever that vision might be. But I think something that a lot of us, forget about is that it doesn't take, it's not overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to put the work in. You have to, you have to get a routine. You have to be consistent. And that's something that we're all guilty of when it comes to, whether it's working out, whether it's, breaking a bad habit or whatever it might be. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's something that I think once you can realize that, that's when you can really begin to, start making the most progress in whatever you want to do. And I'm just saying that from my own experience, because once I realized, my example at first was, with the gym, working out. I've always been like kind of a skinny guy, and, I don't like being skinny, and I wanted to bulk up, and I wanted to, lean out and, just fill out a little better. And from the time I was probably 16 until this past summer, I had a gym membership this whole entire time. I'd go to the gym and I would try to get myself in shape. I'd try to have, get a meal plan going, and nothing, it would just never last. I'd always end up, giving up on it, and I'd always end up reverting back to where I started at. And it started getting annoying because it was just like, I was wasting my time in a sense. But what I learned from that was you have to be consistent with it, and you have to not give up on it. And the gym was where I kind of took that advice and I started to apply it. And then I looked at the rest of my life and I was like, okay, well, I've been working out now for 3 months, and this is probably the most consistently I've ever been working out. This is, probably the healthiest I've ever been, felt physically, mentally, just, ever since I started making these changes, getting up early, how I talked about in earlier videos, and just, making myself do stuff, not caring whether someone was going to hold my hand and do it with me, just doing it solely based on the fact that it's what I wanted to do, and I needed to do it if I wanted to get results and I wanted to get moving in the direction that I wanted to move in. So the gym was kind of the turning point to where I looked at that and I was like, okay, I've been going to the gym for 3 solid months now, and this is the most committed to it that I've been. I've been eating better. I've been trying to tie everything into it to get the best results I can out of it. And I've stuck to my routine with working out for 3 months now, better than I have since I started going to the gym when I was 16. And the results that I've seen from that, I'm not huge, but am I starting to, fill out? Am I starting to tone out? Am I starting to look better, feel better? Absolutely. So I looked at the gym and I said to myself, well, if that principle worked here, then how can I apply this to the rest of my life? Because I need to fit this into other aspects of my life that I might have been screwing up on or messing up on in the past. So that's kind of what I started to do, and I think that's what a lot of people need to realize is nothing is going to happen overnight. You're not going to change overnight. You have to work. You have to be consistent. And you have to, the most important thing you have to do, is not revert back to your old habits. Every once in a while, you're going to slip up. I mean, I slip up all the time. We're not perfect. And you gotta realize that. Stop beating yourself up over, I have this routine, but, this week, I slacked off a little bit. Don't beat yourself up over that and then let that just completely destroy your morale and throw you back to square one. Nobody is perfect. Everyone's going to have slip-ups, but you need to not get caught up in that. It's okay to slip, but don't just fall down and stay down. Keep on moving. Kind of reverse engineer yourself in the fact that, look what I did, look what I'm capable of. Who cares if I, slipped up? I'm capable of it. I know I'm capable of it, so I'm going to keep on moving. And once you can realize that, you can really start to just get the wheels in motion and start doing and applying that mindset and principle to everything that you do in every aspect of your life. And every time you have new challenges that come across, just think to yourself, if I could do it here, for example, if I could do it with the gym, why can't I do it with my finances? Or why can't I do it with, my education or my job or whatever it might be? And when you can realize that you can apply that to all aspects of your life, it's really an awesome feeling because, you have control. You have control over everything that you do. And when you realize things don't happen overnight, things take work, and when you learn to stop expecting stuff to change overnight, change within the first month, the first year, you need to be patient with yourself to an extent. And you need to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you'll get to that point where, you start to break through and it just becomes like everyday routine. So if, anyone out there who's having issues with, trying to get into the gym or trying to fix, maybe finances better or just whatever it might be, whatever aspect of your life, you're most focused on changing right now or improving, just remember and just come to term with the fact that stuff's not going to change overnight. Nothing is going to change overnight. It's going to take work. So think to yourself, think to yourself, when stuff might not be going your way or you don't think you're making any progress, think to yourself, how consistent are you actually being with what you want to do? How routine, how much are you pushing yourself every single day to do and get to where you want to be? And if you're not making any progress and you feel like you're not making any progress, then the answer to that question is you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. You're probably not, pushing the boundaries enough every single day. You're not creating that routine to get where you want to be. And that's not a bad thing. It happens to all of us. All of us are guilty of being lazy and slacking off. But you need to come to terms with the fact that that is something that you're doing and you need to change it to get to where you want to be. So, I hope anyone that's watching this, pull from this video, stuff is not going to change overnight. But you can get what you want out of life. You can get to where you want to be. You can fix the things you want to fix. You can break the habits you want to break. But you need to realize you need to put the work in. You need to change. You might have to change the way you do stuff. You might have to change who you hang out with. But you can achieve what you want. I believe in every single one of you out there that's watching this. You guys need to start believing in yourselves. And just remember, it takes work. So ask yourself, how much are you willing to work to make your dreams and passions come true? Hope you guys have an awesome day.